Hello folks, I'm back right quick. The first and primary thing I want to do in this video is speak a little bit more about frets of yore and correct a mistake I made. People do correct me when I make mistakes. I have been mistakenly saying that Gonzalo Fuentes is from a place he is not. Gonzalo Fuentes is from Chile. It would have just taken a moment for me to check that yesterday before speaking, but I didn't. And for anyone that might have be offended or bothered by it, it was unintentional. Gonzalo Fuentes is from Chile, like the artist I recently saw, Nicholas Jar. I have listened to this all the way through a couple times now, and I am just so pleased to be a part of this. This is very, very listenable. Compilations can be really hit or miss. And oftentimes compilations are made for a lot of different reasons. Sometimes compilations are made just to get something on a record filled with a whole lot of garbage. This is not the case. This is really good. Yesterday I had showed you how pleased I was to be on a record with Fred Frith of Henry Cow. This band just really figures largely in my history of music discovery. You know, when this happened in the 70s, I really had to struggle to understand what was happening with Henry Cow at first, but I'm glad I did. It's really raised the bar for me. Fred Frith's guitar playing and composition, hugely important in the sound of Henry Cow and beyond. So, but I thought I'd show some more examples of work of people who are on frets of yore to further illustrate why it means so much to me to be on this, along with these other artists. Some people who I consider friends, like Carla Dereck. I just reviewed this recently, The Electric Suite by Carla Dereck. Andy Bowl. Here's a record he did with Hiroshi Higashi from Acid Mother's Temple. Andy Bowl's track starts the whole thing off. And here's one of his epicycles. Ambient. Wonderful. I recently reviewed Nick Prohl and the Proletarians. Nick is a visual artist as well as a musician, and he is on frets of yore. Good stuff. And this is a good album too. Dave Newhouse, as you can see there in the green from the Muffins, is involved. Carl Blake from Lemon Kittens. I've had this forever. Just some really wild stuff. Really cool. Lemon Kittens. One of the visual artists involved with the record on the project who submitted artwork. The amazing Cal Schenkel, who designed one of my favorite covers of all time. Cal Schenkel, who worked extensively with Frank Zappa. He designed this. One of my favorite. I mean, I'll never forget the first time I saw this as a kid in a record store. It just stopped me in my tracks. You know, I was fascinated and frightened. Here's another one that Cal Schenkel is responsible for Frank Zappa. Here's another one. I mean, I get a kick knowing that I'm on this project with this guy. Cal Schenkel designed this iconic cover for Captain Beefheart's Trout Mask replica. These are cool people to be associated with. Yeah, little guy from Omaha, me, involved with this. Yeah, it means a lot. Am I speaking about it too much? Maybe for some people, but so what? This is my joy. I'm sharing with you. Miroslav Wanek from the amazing band Uzme Doma. I'm not going to say where they're from because I'll probably get it messed up. I'll say Czech Republic, but then it'll be like Poland. It's probably Poland. This record, yes, Poland. Okay, and I also got to meet Miroslav when they came to Omaha many years ago. His contribution is on here. Here's cool. Fred Frith album I have where he's doing duets with René Lussier. René Lussier is also on Frets of Yore. Wonderful track. I mentioned my friend Dave, my friend now, I can call him my friend, Dave Newhouse of the Muffins. Apparently, besides doing a track, he was helpful behind the scenes to Gonzalo in putting together the Frets of Yore. I don't know how available this is or if it's sold out yet, but I really encourage you to get a copy of this. Go over to Spectropol Records and pick one up. Another new friend, Ron Anderson. I have Fever Dream by Ron Anderson. Ron is on the album. Great track. Elliott Sharp, a very interesting guitar player. Elliott Sharp, I have 2 of his albums, Carbon and Tessellation Row. This is very interesting stuff, people. It's not Eric Clapton, and that's not a diss on Eric Clapton. It's just to say that this is a little bit more than just blues. And then Danielle Dax. She did some visual artwork on here, but I love her stuff. I have 2 of her albums, Popeyes and then Inky Bloaters. Yeah. I have more records and stuff by people on the Frets of Yore project, but I just wanted to show more just to put into context, the artist and the type of artist that Gonzalo chose to ask to make Frets of Yore come to life, which again gives it just so much more meaning to me to be asked that the work that I do is on a par with these other people. It means a lot to me. It is definitely a bucket list. I don't mind speaking about it again. Shoot, I'm looking here, and here's another Frank Zappa album that was designed by Cal Schenkel, It's wonderful. So my older sister Stephanie, I know, gets in town today at about noon. I haven't heard from Adrian and Floyd. I know they get in probably later today, if not early tomorrow. Really excited about having my sisters visit, and we'll make a video for sure. I love my whole family, but I've always been especially close to my sisters, and as adults, we've just gotten even tighter. We talk very, very honestly, and some crap from our history. We feel, I will say we feel empowered because we have consciously broken some cycles. Some people who have family history with problems have an idea what I'm talking about. But we just decided to band together and say we love each other too much for these things to go on. Really looking forward to having my sisters come in town, as well as Floyd. Haven't said too much else regarding social issues. What is there to say? Things are really in a bad state of breakdown, and we're in a really horrible state of denial. Things are in really bad shape, and all we can do is joke about it. So what is there to say? I'll stay focused on personal victories, and that makes it a good day.